Big news for Gator Bowl fans. We're going to have a whole bunch of more events to enjoy.
And there are some changes, and the Gator Bowl president and CEO Rick Catlett is going to fill us in on all of them. Thanks so much for being
Morning,
here.
guys. How are you?
Did you have fun at the Florida, Georgia over there? Georgia,
I'm surprised
Florida?
you're awake right now.
The
You should
cocktail
still be
party is
sleeping off.
always a lot of fun.
It was fun. Yeah, I was telling you, I had the first chance to actually go into the game. It was awesome.
Yeah,
and,
it really is.
And now we're getting ready, obviously, Gator Bowl. And you guys created a nonprofit outside. Tell us a little bit about the changes that you guys are doing this year.
We did. We're actually changing our name. You know, we're 69 years old, and so we're changing Gator Bowl Association as the parent organization. We're changing that to Gator Bowl Sports to send a message that while we're still going to be doing the bowl game and related events, we're going to take a look at doing a whole lot more events, sporting and entertainment events, and not just collegiate. That, I think, is the biggest deal. So we're creating a new not-for-profit. Will be called Gator Bowl Sports Events, and we'll get in the events business and start having some fun with youth soccer, youth lacrosse, professional sports. Look forward to working with Mark Frisch on his new soccer venture. Just a whole lot of other things that we're going to get involved here, working very closely with the Sports and Entertainment Board and the Mayor's office.
That's great. Now, is this modeled after something that has been working in other cities?
It is. This is exactly what Charlotte did. They did it through a foundation. We're, of course, doing it through a 501c3. Nashville, Tennessee has the Nashville Sports Council that also operates the bowl game. And then, of course, the Citrus Bowl down in Orlando, Citrus Sports, and they run the Capital One Bowl. And they have 4 or 5 not-for-profits that do all kinds of things. So
I think that this would just put Jacksonville again on a map. You know, it would just associate all of these sporting events then with such a great city. And I'm sure about revenue. Would that bring, obviously, more dollars if people are going to these sporting events back into the local economy or into a local economy that, you know, maybe they had never experienced?
Well, first of all, it brings the private sector money to bear where you're not spending public dollars, which is something we're really proud of, of course. And yes, it's the economic impact of events. You know, there's 42,000 people that work in the hospitality industry. Our goal is to make sure that they keep their jobs and if not grow jobs. And the more events we bring here, like last weekend's Florida-Georgia game, I mean, clearly all the hotels were full, all the restaurants were full, all the shops were full, and what that transpires into is more tax dollars.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the 501c3 a little bit and what you guys get behind and what you guys are helping out with.
Well, we spun off $300,000 last year in charity, and so our goal is to try to bring in new and additional events to help that effort, because really we're about national publicity through our national television, economic impact through tourism and tourism dollars, and then to help back the community and take our profits and put them back into charitable dollars. We're also creating a new charity called Gator Bowl Sports Charities to streamline the process of people applying for the charities, very similar to what the Players Championship does.
And do you have charities already in mind, or this is going to be something where people in the community can reach out to you guys once you get this up and running and they can, I guess, ask for help?
We've always focused on youth charities, Baptist Wilson's Children's Hospital, Take Stock in Children, those kinds of organizations. This new entity will be able to broaden that scope, and we will have people actually applying for those charitable dollars.
And I think people really need to understand just how important this is, getting these tax dollars in here when people come and visit the community. And it kind of has this long-lasting impression with people. When I've had friends come here to Jacksonville for the first time, you know, for a sporting event, for a Georgia game, and they're like, man, this is a great place. And then they end up coming back. And it's just a great reason to come here and visit out of the gate.
It's how we got the NFL team. People flew down here, owners came to Jacksonville, they took a look at Jacksonville and wow, what a beautiful place it is to live and raise your family, and they came back, and it starts with jobs, and then it starts with you know, the revenues that come into our restaurants and our shops where they can pay their taxes, and it's really economic impact or economic development through tourism.
And how soon will we start seeing some of these events coming to town? I mean, you've already got plans like this month?
We already have several of them in line for next year. And
like what? Can you
I hope
we're trying to dig deep.
I hope within the next 30 days we'll be announcing a new neutral site college football game. So that will give us 3 in its schedule for the year 2016, so 2 years from now.
And is that all? Will that all take place here at the stadium, or is that just throughout the community?
We're going to go out throughout the community in the whole area of North Florida. So we're going to partner with Nassau and St. Johns County to do events and venues in their area. And the Light Boat Parade that's coming up is something that the Gator Bowl started years ago. we're going to get more actively involved in that. So it's not just sport events, but it's also entertainment events.
And I bet you're
Very
getting
cool.
excited. TextLayer.com Gator Bowl. It's
We've got less than 2 months.
can you believe that? Is this
It's
just,
gone
has
really fast.
flown by, you know?
But what's great is now trying to figure out who's going to play in our game, and it's
know.
getting down to the place where you can start looking at a Georgia, a team like that to play a Michigan or a Wisconsin. So I think we're going to have a great matchup, and we're really excited.
Yeah. All right. Well, my Buckeyes, I don't know. They're looking pretty good, although they might be in the top 4. I don't know if they can get to the top 2. They haven't lost yet. They've done pretty well.
If they don't make the championship game, they'll be in the Rose Bowl, and that's not a bad place
That's
to
not
be.
a bad
it's
place
not.
to be. We'll take it, especially
My
when
neck
we
of the
look-
woods.
That's right. All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
we
guys.
appreciate,
Thanks for
we appreciate
having
you
me.
being here, and
Absolutely.
we'd like to thank Gator Bowl Sports, of course, for sponsoring this segment.
To learn more about Gator Bowl Sports, just visit gatorbowl.com. You can also like them, the group, on Facebook and follow them on Twitter.